Hello again, and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover. That includes a recent clip of Ice Cube dropping his top 15 rappers. He wasn't able to list 15, but once again, Eminem made it to another Legends top 10 list, and this has sparked reactions on the internet. It's funny because around the time this started making the rounds, obscure writers for magazines surviving on ventilators for dear life were dropping tweets like, "Question, why has Eminem's music aged so poorly?" And while the writer was getting ratioed, since Eminem is literally the most sought after rapper from his era today, thanks to actual stats and not just opinions, like Curtin Cole is literally number 46 this week on the US Billboard 200 chart, so while the writer was getting dragged, the Ice Cube clip started making the rounds on Twitter, and even Crooked has reacted to Cube's list. More on this in a bit. We also have more on Eminem's upcoming feature on Grip's album dropping in a few days, and we got updates from Grip on IG Live that clears up some misconceptions about their collaboration. Before we get started, if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. So following the release of the track list of Grip's upcoming album, many fans believe the song Enemy is the one that features Eminem because of the reversed E that's associated with Eminem. However, this has since happened. Enemy is not the track that Eminem is on, confirmed by Grip on IG Live just now, and Grip had more to add on the first single that dropped to promote the album. Grip acknowledged the fact that Gotta wasn't received well. He said that's why he put it out first. He also said that it was one of M's favorite tracks, and I remember the split reactions when that dropped. I was on the side of those who enjoyed the track, and now we find out that it was one of M's favorite tracks. Interesting. And now some are asking, why couldn't he just release the track list showing which feature was on which track? It was obvious people were gonna get on his case about this, and it's just as I pointed out in the previous video I did about this move. A user response, publicity, simply. It got people talking about it. So the guessing game continues as we scratch off Enemy for now, and the user that claimed it was Hands Up that features Eminem in the last video hopped on to gloat. My stupid theory might be true. Moving on to the next topic at hand, Ice Cube a few days ago dropped his top 15 that sparked discussions on the internet, and the Art of Dialogue shared it on IG.
Top 15.
Yeah. I go back to guys who set the bar.
Come on.
My first greatest, I'm going to say, is Melly Mel. KRS-One.
2.
Another guy that is my favorite of all time. And I get that to Chuck D.
Oh, Chuck. Legend.
Oh, Ice-T.
4.
Snoop is one of my favorite rappers of all time.
Oh,
but so is Biggie, so is
6,
Jay-Z, so
7,
is Nas.
8.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we got rappers like Raz Kaz on the West Coast. That's crazy. There's some guys that can spit. Eminem,
10.
one of the best that ever touched the mic. Lil Wayne, god damn.
Weezy. 11.
Lil Wayne is nasty with it. Oh, Black Thought.
12. Philly.
I hate to leave out anybody. I say Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Let me go backwards then, man. If I got 2 more, man, I'm gonna say Slick Rick. Man, I'm gonna just leave that last one blank, man, for everybody who.
That's a smart
I
choice.
like they
Now, before we get to Crook's reaction to this, many on the internet were quick to point out that Pac and Rakim weren't included on the list, and on IG, for instance, many have now branded Cube a hater, like this for instance. That jealousy is still inside of them. You know damn well he wanted to leave Pac out of there. And he said, based off of impact, how you gonna forget Tupac? I'm telling you, man, it's a love-hate relationship with these people. Another expands, he named Biggie and Jay, but no Pac, shake my head hater. And when Crook was asked about his thoughts on this, he reacted, always interested in what Cube has to say about the culture. His list is his personal preference, shouts to the Trailblazer. And in reaction to Cube calling Eminem one of the best to ever touch the mic, the user expands, I care more about what M's peers and legit legends think of him than some B hip-hop Twitter goof. In nearly every field, peer review will always dwarf the opinions of casuals. Researchers and scientists know this too well, hence why I'm always perplexed when a writer makes ignorant comments like Eminem's music aged poorly, since you'd expect writers to at least do a bit of research before spewing ignorance on the internet. It's fine to dislike Eminem's music, but when millions of people still check for albums that released decades ago, it is objectively wrong to say the music aged badly.
I can't respect your opinion. I can't, and I know it's your opinion, but your opinion's wrong.
The data is readily available about Eminem's music today. Chartmasters, for instance, based on the facts concluded, Eminem is the most successful artist who debuted after 1983, and in the 2020s decade, he's closing in on 10 billion streams on Spotify. An artist who debuted in the 90s, while he's still getting props from legends, hence why a study on rappers rating rappers named Eminem the greatest. Following Cube's top 10, some users are rubbing it in with takes like Ice Cube, who's been in the game since 80s and is one of the most respected MCs ever, named Eminem on his top 10 rappers of all time, but MFers who are younger than the Eminem show and running hip-hop Twitter pages know that Eminem is trash and he has zero impact. But when even hip-hop writers do the same, you start to see where this buffoonery comes from, and it starts from those in the media. That will be all. Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.